Hello, cutlerylover here. This video is for Shams 1994. He had wanted me to show a couple of my favorite knives in action. Just some simple paper cutting tests just to show how sharp they are. This is the Benchmade Model 32 Morpho. You've probably seen this if you watch my other videos. This has a D2 blade. This is the factory edge. I have not touched this knife. This is how the knife comes to you. And that's razor sharp. I mean, this thing is awesome. Like I said, D2 blade, which is a tool steel. This is not a stainless steel, meaning that it will rust if you keep it in a wet environment. It takes a little bit of oiling just to keep it nice, but beautiful, beautiful cutting edge. The next knife is the Reeve Small Classic Sebenza. This has a S30V stainless steel, which is pretty much the standard now in the knife industry for a little bit higher end knives, and sometimes not so much higher end, but just some quality knives. The S30V stainless is also very sharp here, as you can see. No question there. Great knife. This is probably my favorite knife. It's hard really to talk about the Sebenza to a lot of people. The price range, this is a $400 knife, and some people are thinking, well, you know, $400. I get a knife that cuts like that for for 20 bucks. If you can, that's great. It's not really so much the blade itself, it's just the overall quality of the knife, and knife enthusiasts can really appreciate this knife for what it is. But you're absolutely right. Some knives for $20 will cut just as good. The next knife is not an expensive knife at all. This is originally $60. This is a Columbia River Knife and Tool model, let's see, it's an M18-02, which has the inserts. This M18 is not currently in production. I don't believe it's been made in a while. But this does not have the original factory edge. This was touched up by me on an Edge Pro sharpening system. And then later on a Spyderco sharp maker. This cuts beautifully, just like the other ones. This blade, you know what? I don't know offhand what this blade is. It's nothing special. Maybe AUS-8 stainless. I'm sorry. I should have been better prepared for this video. I don't really know what this one is offhand. Like I said, it's out of production. I haven't had information on this blade in a long time. But it's a great user. Like you saw a little flipper there. Flip it out. Or you can use the thumb studs. It's got a liner lock with a lock system, which is actually, the liner locks the blade, and then the locks on the back, you push that over, and when you do that, that locks the lock. So it's pretty secure, and you know it's not going to close on you. Great knife with a sharp edge. One of my favorites. And the last one here, you see my paper's all disheveled, but the last one here is a cold steel medium-sized Vaquero. Now, this is fully serrated. It's a little knife, but one heck of a workhorse. For a serrated blade, I haven't seen any knife, any serrated knife that cuts like this. Now, this is the factory edge. I never touched this up. This is how it came. I used this knife probably three dozen times, maybe, cutting cardboard, opening boxes, and this is just the edge retention. This blade steel is nothing special. I don't know, again, should have been better prepared. I don't know offhand what cold steel uses for the Vaquero line, but it seems to work. I mean, the edge retention's pretty good. On a serrated blade, you have different maintenance to sharpen this. Obviously, the Spyderco sharp maker will sharpen this on their triangular rods, but more traditional stones, you're not going to be able to do that with this. So, if you have the proper sharpener and keep good maintenance, then you can have a good working serrated blade that can treat you well. So I hope you enjoyed this short video on just some simple cutting tests, and those are my favorite. Those are my favorite knives. So thank you for your time.